Hey there, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, I'm Cat Rocks and be very welcome to my channel. And so, as you can see from the title of this video, I am going to talk today about a couple of changes I want to make on this channel. But before I start, allow me to tell you a little bit about my history here on YouTube. So, I started this channel back in January of 2013. So yeah, I've been around for 6 years now. And back then, like most of the people here on this platform, I was a bright-eyed ingenue trying to make it big on YouTube. And I wanted to sing and I wanted to improve myself and I wanted to reach the biggest amount of people possible. So what did I do? Two main things. I decided that I wanted to make this channel in English, although I am Portuguese like many of you know, and I sang lots and lots of pop songs from back then. And so I did for a few years. I didn't used to post as frequently as I do today. I did maybe a video a month or two at the most. My equipment was laughable. Most of the videos I did back then don't even exist on my channel anymore. I had to get rid of most of them. But with this, time went on and I saw myself improve and I was able to get a better camera, a better microphone, a better computer. I also started feeling more comfortable on camera, which damn, that was some cringy stuff back then. And as a result of that, my following here on YouTube started growing. And as it started growing, so did my will to make more videos more frequently and with even better quality. Not that it's great now, but you get the point, I guess. But the more songs I covered, the more I started to understand that pop music was not really my thing, or at least not really the thing I wanted to make of my channel. Singing popular songs wasn't bringing me enough joy anymore. I felt like I was just doing everything that everyone else was doing and I got tired of it, honestly. So as you figured out by now, you know my heart is on Disney and musicals and movies and video games. I love that pop culture, I really do. I like my Mulan jacket from the Wreck-It Ralph to Ralph Breaks the Internet. It's so freaking cool, I'm in love. Back to the point though. So I thought, okay, I think it's time to show people what I really love and what I'm really about. And so I started doing a few Disney songs here and there, still in English, so most of you guys could understand. But that made me feel really nostalgic about the movies I watched as a kid. And being Portuguese, naturally, the versions I watched of the Disney movies were the Portuguese versions. And the songs in Portuguese are the ones that really take me back and make me feel all the feels and the magic, because of course they do, they are my childhood. So I decided to start singing them in Portuguese and incorporate in my channel more and more Portuguese content. And although that did worry me a little bit, because I wasn't sure how you guys would react to hearing songs in a language you don't understand, it surprised me when you guys actually reacted pretty well to the covers. And naturally, with that came more and more Portuguese following, Brazilian, also Spanish-speaking people, and that's something that made me and still makes me really happy. How well you guys welcomed my content in Portuguese. And end of history lesson, thank you so much for listening. And that brings me now to point 2, which is diversity of content. What do I mean by this? As you've seen until now, my channel is focused on music. From time to time, I do try to do something different. I've done Q&As, I've done a behind the scenes video, but in the end of the day, this channel is mainly about the music. Some of you have expressed the wish to see more different stuff. Some of you have said to me that the channel is fine as it is. I actually did a poll on the community tab on YouTube and also back on Twitter, so I more or less know your guys' input on the matter. The thing is, me personally, I would like to do different content on this channel more often, still keeping the focus on music, but from time to time more frequently than I have been doing until now. I want to do different things that don't necessarily involve music. And I know I've said this before on other videos countless times and it never amounted to anything, but I really mean it this time, I really do. I guess the reason I never sidetracked much from the covers is mostly lack of ideas, I guess, and also because English becomes a sort of a struggle for me at some point. This is where everything I've been saying until now ties in with the conclusion I want to reach with this video. I consider my English decent. I don't possess the most amazing vocabulary. I do struggle a little bit, but overall it's okay, I think. But then it kind of pushes me back when I want to do different content, when I want to talk to you guys about things, when I want to express myself, and sometimes it's frustrating because I'm not good enough to be me in a non-musical video. And you're probably wondering, what the hell are you talking about? This video sounds just fine. But that's the thing. When I'm doing videos like this in English, I have to constantly stop and think about the way I want to phrase things before I say them on camera, and that kind of ruins the flow of whatever I want to do because I constantly have to stop because I make mistakes with phrases or the way I want to say things, and it's kind of frustrating because I want to be natural, more natural on camera, and I end up not being because I have to constantly think about what I want to say and how I want to say it because it's a second language. So in the end of the day, it would be so much easier for me to just make content 100% in Portuguese because things would flow so much more naturally and you guys would see my personality much more easier than you do now. But that idea has been worrying me for quite some time, so much so that I actually tried creating a separate channel where I could make that Portuguese content without it being like a shock for you guys here. And I have done some videos over there, and the videos I did were pretty fun to make, but I reached the conclusion that I cannot manage two channels at the same time. I have a full-time job and I have a personal life and I have YouTube, and every week I'm just juggling everything because if I wanted, I could maintain two channels and post frequently on them, but I don't want to lose the other things I have in my life. My private and personal life is very important to me, and although I love making videos, I am never gonna put them before my boyfriend, my friends, my family. I am not, and I've come to this conclusion a long time ago. This is a hobby. My life out of here is my #1 priority, which means that maintaining two channels is out of the question. So that leaves me with this one, and then I have a dilemma because I still want to do different content, but the English is still a problem for me to make them in the most natural and genuine way possible. I'm becoming really tired of trying to film a video and constantly interrupting myself to correct something I said in a wrong way because my vocabulary is not that good, some grammar mistake I did. It's really frustrating and I'm growing kind of tired of it. So what am I trying to say with this long ass video? First, I will do different content more frequently because it's something that some of you want to see and I want to do, because let's be honest, there's also so many songs I can cover. I'm gonna run out of songs someday, so I really gotta come up with something different, right? And second, I'm gonna do them in Portuguese, and this is the part I'm really worried about, because let me get this very, very straight, guys. This does not mean I stopped caring about my international followers. I know there's lots of you that have been following me since the beginning and you're still there, and Jesus, you have no idea what that means to me. but I want to have fun. I want to keep doing videos that are also engaging for me, because what I do has to be fun for me. Mainly because I get nothing from this. I'm not paid for doing my videos. I've wasted money that I'm never gonna see back. So obviously this is not about money, nothing. It's not about following, because although my channel is growing, it's very slowly. You guys are very few. We're not even 3K by now. And I've been doing this for 6 years. So yeah, this is really not about subscribers or money or whatever. It's about me having fun, and hopefully you guys having fun with me also. But it stops being fun the moment I'm struggling with language. This said, yes, my videos now are going to be fully in Portuguese, but I'm not leaving any of you guys behind. As many of you know, and if you don't know, you're going to know now. To the best of my abilities, all my Portuguese videos have been captioned in English. You just have to go to the YouTube player and enable the captions down there, so you can have English captions to understand my Portuguese videos. And that is still going to exist from now on. Also, keep commenting on my videos in English, because I still want to talk with you guys. The fact that I'm going to make my videos in Portuguese does not mean we can't talk, we can't interact, and that I've forgotten about you all, because I have not. You can follow me on all of my social media. I'm still gonna speak with you guys in English everywhere else, minus in video form. With all of this said, I do know that some of you guys will probably be angry at me. It's okay, I guess. You have all the right to be angry, but I really hope you don't. I really hope you understand where I'm coming from, and that you keep watching my videos and enjoying them, because I'm going to do my best to still be able to reach as many people as possible. But if you feel like a Portuguese channel really isn't your thing, well, thank you so much for sticking around until today. It really meant a lot, your support, and I'm really sad to see you go, but I really need to do this right now. I really feel like it's the right path to follow, and it will allow me to do better videos. In the end, that's always my intention, to do better. And yeah, to the rest of you that wish to stick around, thank you so much for everything you have done for me, your support, your presence. It's really a big deal, and I love you all for that. And so we reached the end of this video, and thank you, and I'm sorry, and I hope I see you next Friday. So until then, a big kiss. Ciao ciao.